hunger. There's no hunger to go out there and do what you're supposed to do, and that is get better every single day.
Right, right.
So,
Okay,
what's up?
y'all ready to hear my hot take
Go ahead.
on this whole deal?
What's up?
Yes.
Okay, we know who the OC is. Well, OC has already been hired,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Jaden O'Neal will reclassify for 2025 class.
Well, it's starting to line up that way because
Yeah.
that old saying, you can't, do X, Y, and Z if you don't know what the numbers are to give you the X fraction and the Y fraction and all that. You have to know the things that's in order first. I'm sure OU knows who their OC is going to be, and that person's been contacted. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys this question:
Uh
are they going to make it public before the portal opens?
huh. I heard a actual date of December 2nd is what the goal is
Well,
my understanding.
the portal opens Monday.
Woo,
Yeah,
woo.
the portal opens Monday. Now,
It's possible. Like I said, I'm not. I'm not into the. There's a lot going on, scuttlebutt in these streets,
yeah.
but it's possible because, like you said, if he's already reclassified, then he knows something we possibly don't know.
Don't you think that that's something that BV and them all would have to tell him because
Yeah.
there's a lot of moving pieces into this because if BV who I think he is, which I know he's the same way I am, I'm going to
Hmm.
give you all the information that you need to know to make your decision. I don't
Right.
want to
Right.
hold things from you to hold you
Right.
hostage. I want you to be here because you want to be here. I just think that once Kevin saw the writing on the wall that hey, JA is about to get out. Michael Hawkins, I think Michael is going to stay. I really believe Michael's going to stay.
And it behoove him to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it will make him it will make it better for him because if you
Yeah.
look at the whole overall picture, Michael Hawkins is going to give you pretty much the same thing Jaden O'Neal gives you. So
Yeah.
that OC that's coming in. So if you had to think who would run a great offense with someone like Hawkins or O'Neal at the head quarterback spot? What OC do you think does that?
Hmm. Whew. You thinking Arbuckle?
That name's been brought up. That name's been brought up, but I'm still sticking with Craddock.
Credit. Okay.
Now,
Uh, really, what I want is both of them have a scheme and they trust their offense and they have scripts. So I really want who is best for our Oklahoma is
yeah,
who I want. But who does Craddock bring with him? Does he bring anybody?
I think that, and this is what we need. Now, we've always said we would like for the new OC to go into the portal and get a quarterback.
All right,
What if he already brings his quarterback with him?
Mensa.
Mensa, experienced, knows the offense.
Right.
We're not gonna, you always want. I mean, look how good Dylan did with Levy.
Yeah.
They worked together before, so even though he wasn't great until the second year, he still knows the offense and everything. So he's played in that system before. So it would help him come in to win the starting job and get these receivers on the same page. Hey, this is what the offense entitles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you got to understand. That's part of being able to play fast and have confidence is that when you know the scheme backwards and forward
yeah,
and you know the audibles to it,
yeah,
it makes playing the game that much more fun because you now know whatever they throw at you, you got the answer.
yeah, yeah. Arbuckle has the air raid. Um,
Yeah.
yes, I heard about that, and also dominoes started to fall once Juju signed with Colorado.
Yeah,
Dominoes started to fall
yeah.
because there was also rumors that Juju was looking at Florida State as well.
So
But
now,
yeah,
yeah, and I
so
think Kevin Sperry just saw that uh, I have a real chance of getting on the field at Florida State. So hey, with all
yeah,
due respect, once it finalized and that's his choice, hey, much respect and go be a dog. Because
yeah.
hey,
I don't want to deny nobody an opportunity to go
nope,
play somewhere. Um, I'm not one of those fans that's going to get on social media and oh you trash and you no. We live in a time right now, man, to where this is a business now.
that's what I. Yep.
Nothing personal.
You're like
This
me.
is a business. This is a
Yep.
business. So you got to do what's best for you and your family. I got to do what's best for the university and everybody else that's here. So no
Yeah.
hard feelings. And like I said, I wish the young man luck. Uh, yeah. Well, somebody had said that once he moved back to Texas, that he was, thinking about going somewhere else. But you really can't say that when the young man, he stayed fast, he stayed fast and everything. He was there. He was still saying that he's going to be with Oklahoma. So,
Yeah.
but if you're scared of competition, I'm not going to say I don't want you here. I think it's best that you go somewhere else because if you're scared of competition in Oklahoma, then this is not the place for you. You know,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
you know, hey, it's one of
Can I
those
finish
things,
my
man.
hot take?
Yes,
Being
go
how
ahead,
the
man.
internet decided to kick
Yeah,
me off.
go ahead, man.
Okay,
Go ahead.
we already know that probably with Sperry flipping and all this, that the OC is already hired. They're just not going to say nothing, which leads
Yeah.
me to believe this.
Yeah,
Which leads me to believe this. I don't think Jackson Arnold or Michael Hawkins is flipping now, or
oh, Jackson
entering
Arnold
the
gone.
portal.
Jackson Arnold gone. There, you gotta look at it like this. He's going
Oh,
through
is he?
what Spencer went through. Spencer, man, I mean, he had to get the hell up out of here
Mm.
because I don't
Oh,
know why
okay.
I don't know why I said
I
Spencer
thought,
Riley and
and
everything.
I was just out, Coach. I thought maybe.
Well, I don't know for sure, but you can look at his demeanor and know that he don't want to be here no more. Now, if he does, hey, we welcome anybody that wants to be here and turn
Yeah.
this thing around. We want anybody that wants to be here. Hold on, T Boomer has a question.
Well, here was
He never came back to Oklahoma much throughout of the season. Well, but he never switched he never switched his recruitment until now. So it leads me to believe that he got some new information
Yeah.
that was brought to his attention that say, hey, we're bringing somebody in X, Y, and Z. And you and I know if I'm a dual threat quarterback, why would I want to go to Wisconsin, who I know runs the ball almost 80% of the time? I want to go somewhere where they throw the ball around, spread the ball all around. That's always been the scenario with some of these dual threat quarterbacks. You don't want to go to a place where they're going to run the ball 70, 80 times and everything percent of the time. You want to go to a place where you're going to sling that thing out 30, 40, 50 times. That's why Texas Tech was always so sexy. That's why Oklahoma was always so sexy. That's why Lane Kiffin is also so Josh Heupel. All those coaches throw the ball around so quarterbacks want to go there. That's what I think, And now I'm just someone that just look at things from a different set of lens, but I just think that he knew something and he decided that he's gonna do what's best for him and his family because you can't sit there and stay fast all this time, and now all of a sudden when Jay the day before, the day after Jaden O'Neal said he's gonna reclassify, then you're gonna decommit and flip. So
Might have been the final straw.
Hey, might have
Mhm.
might have been. Might have been. But
But
hey,
But
T
you got
still,
Boomer
some.
might have
Go ahead.
T Boomer
Go ahead.
now what I was going to say is
T
that,
Boomer made an interesting.
yeah, that's what we just, that's what he was saying. Unless he did another one. Go ahead.
Well, like I said, if Craddock gets the job, which I think he is, he's bringing Mensa. I already know that. He coming with him. You mean tell me I can leave Tulane and go play for Oklahoma? Oh yeah, I'm going there. Oh yeah, I'm going there. Because your draft stock gonna go up. Because think about it, who's a better attraction, a Tulane quarterback or an OU quarterback?
That's a no-brainer.
And I mean, we can look. I mean, now, this year, I can't say that because we've been so unorthodox. We've been so lazy. We can't throw the ball, but it's all a scheme. So
Yeah.
if I know that my coach, my OC is going to a new school and they need a quarterback, I'm going with him.
Yeah.
I have the inside scoop on getting that starting position because I know the offense.
That's what I was just about to
Now,
say.
it's
When
not
you know
given
the
to me.
offense and you have trust in it, and then you
Yeah,
got more weapons around you,
yeah,
it makes you more lethal.
yeah. Do you guys think you lose anything with Jackson on the list? No, because if once everything is finalized with Jaden O'Neal reclassifying, and then Hawkins stays, and then let's just say Mensa comes in or another quarterback that comes in that we don't know about, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. What do you guys think?
I agree. I think right now what we're doing is we're actually getting a new release to go get the right person for the job right now.
Okay,
And right now is a whole lot of jockeying because they know stuff that we don't know. So you're starting to see major moves based
gotcha,
upon according to that.
gotcha. All right. Sooner Legend. Hey, you good, Mike? Okay, are you good?
You good?
No, this damn internet it's making me lag, and I can't say nothing.
Hey man, you got to get more quarters. You got to get some more quarters. um, well, we can hear you. I mean, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just my internet's lagging, and when I go to talk, it gets stepped on. So I'm just listening to y'all for right now until my internet
Okay.
decides to behave.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I wanted to. I have 8 questions, man, that people that wrote me today and everything, but I wanted to get you guys to answer some of those questions as well because I don't want to be the only one to ask these questions, even though they are pertaining to me. But I like to give different answers to this because I don't want to be the only one because my answers are not always gospel. It's just something that someone asked me, but I want to ask you guys as well. So hold on. Somebody says maybe getting Craddock at there. No, Florida State getting Craddock at that. No. Well, if he wanted to go, why would you want why would you want a 5-star recruit that don't know your offense? Then you're gonna have to wait 2 years to get that offense done when you can bring your own quarterback with you. But I mean, I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, it's a lot to ponder.
it's an
Knowing that now I'm gonna put my coach's hat on.
okay.
For me, familiarity, the control and the command of the offense, and plus knowing that I can audible with you goes a long way.
Yeah,
As long as you get 2 to 3 of those, then you got your guy. Because audible is someone that's already been in the system. So
oh, it's okay. It shows that Mike is muted. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask this first question, man, but then I'm gonna pertain this question to you guys and see what you
okay,
guys think. because I would definitely want to know, because me and Mike, we normally do this a lot, but now with you and here, Bishop, I want two other opinions on these questions. All
Yeah.
right. So the first question this says, "Hey, Coach Ricks, if you was the OC for Oklahoma, what scheme would you run to help the team turn around OU's bad play calling? Thank you. Love the podcast, Emily Jones." All right, Emily. Bishop, if you was the OC for Oklahoma, what scheme would you run to turn the bad play calling around?
Uh, I would run. I don't mind the RPO, but I would be 55-45 for as run the pass or
Run
pass
pass.
the run. Excuse me,
Yep.
pass the run, and with the emphasis on making sure that wherever our best road graders are is where we run to, and then making sure that everybody know the schemes and knows backwards and forward what everybody else does, so that they know that the backside is just as important as the front, actual play side.
Okay. Mike,
Yeah.
what,
Can
would-
y'all
what would
hear
you?
me?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, we can.
I'd run a 55-45 pass, trips left, trips right, uh, double, uh, double running back set, use an H back or a fullback, take more shots downfield,
Okay.
go vertically.
Mhm.
I'd get and have a tight end who don't run a jet sweep.
I
You funny.
wonder why you said that.
Hey, okay, I like that. Well, I would do the RPO, but I would do the RPO and do different schemes, mix it up, have a lot of 22 personnel. 22 personnel when you have two running backs in the backfield. I
Yeah,
will run a lot of 12 personnel, which is two tight ends,
two tight ends. Yep.
because that way I want to be play bully ball. If I want to play bully ball,
There
I
you
can
go.
run. I can run. I can have my athletic guys in the 12 personnel. Then, if you want to play bully ball, I can spread my tight ends out and now make a defensive end or a linebacker run with my tight ends, which they can't do. So now that opens up my RPO to where if I fake the handoff to that running back and that linebacker don't move, I got all this green on the outside because everybody's gone. So
Facts.
it's easy to think of a play call to help OU right now. I think they're
I have
trying to think
3
of,
plays in my ass pocket.
huh?
Go ahead, coach.
No, what's
I'd
up? What
have
you say?
3 plays in my ass pocket. I'd have 3 plays in my ass pocket at all times. I'd
Left
have
cheek, middle
the
cheek, right
shuffle,
cheek.
the shuffle, it don't matter, left cheek, but I would have I'd have the shuffle pass,
Okay.
I'd have a bubble screen, and I'd have a
Okay.
bootleg left or right when you get down on the 1 or 2 yard line. Them
Now,
would be my 3 ass pocket plays.
a bubble screen. Now, how would you run your bubble screen? Because there are different
Yeah, I was just gonna say
variations.
there's
A bubble
different
screen.
variations of the bubble string.
Now, would you do a
Well,
wide
yeah, I
receiver?
know. I guess I would be. You remember how OU used to run the bubble screen with Alan Patrick?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Okay,
How
okay.
that
ain't
that's
that
how
out
I'd
of
run it.
ain't that out of 12?
As a 12. Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
Mhm.
out of a 12.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
that's
that's
why
how I'd run
you
it.
want to run a 12, because a 12 man is
Yeah.
you have okay. Let me paint you a picture. Let's say you have Mark Andrews as one tight end, and you have Jermaine Grissom as another tight end. Okay, and then let's say that you want to go to a 46. On defense, a 46 means you have 5 down linemen, and then you have outside containment. All I'm going to
Mhm.
do is just audible, shift my tight ends, and put them in the
Out.
slot, and put them in
Yep.
the spot, and now ask your defensive ends to run with my boys. You can't do it.
Can't do it.
You can't do it. So
No.
that's why I think Oklahoma is getting kind of lost in their own glory, man. Is that you have all this talent, Use that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You have all
Yeah.
this talent in the world. Use it. Like right now, I'm watching Georgia
And me
Tech
and
and NC State
Mhm.
and Coach and Bishop. They're in the 12 personnel right now.
Yeah,
They just ran a tailback screen outside. He got 7 yards.
that's what I was gonna add to mine. Is like
why can't
I
we
would
do
have 6 plays, and one of them would definitely be a screen. Uh, you could do a tight end screen, or you could do running back screen.
Yeah.
But screen plays allows you to slow down the rush, and then
Yes.
it also dictates the tempo to where you can get back on track.
They
screw
dude.
it? Let's run the wishbone.
Hey, man, look. You know what? Army runs that so well, and they're so disciplined, and they're
Yes,
so methodical, man, is that nobody wants to do it no more. But I would love to have a 25 play drive, all runs. It'll kill a defense. It will kill
hey,
a
I
defense.
tell you what, you make me play the entire field run, and you make me like it. Oh, it takes the heart out of me.
You
I've been that defensive coordinator trying to figure, come on, y'all.
pulling his hair out. I
Boy,
want X to touch the rock 25 to 30 times this week. I want that too, T Boomer, but it ain't gonna happen. I don't know why, but they're not gonna do it. I don't know why.
Right.
Because
Right now, go
go
ahead.
ahead. Go. You got
go.
it.
Right now, it's against our religion to one run X-Rob and not bring him out until the fourth quarter, and two, it's against our religion to pass vertically downfield past 10, 15 yards.
Yeah. No, man. Hey, it's they haven't done it all season. So
Yeah, I know.
like someone asked me, do I think that we got a chance this week? And I was like, well, everybody has a chance. Everybody has a chance. It's
Sun
when
shines
chance
on a
meets
dog every now and then.
hey, it's when chance meets reality.
Yeah.
And then reality sinks in, and then it is what it is. But I mean,
Mhm.
I think we got a chance, man, but I just don't know what OU's gonna show up.
Yeah.
Well, I know we got a chance, but will we follow the script to have a chance? Will we get out of our own way, and will we just flow? That means adding the downfield passing, as well as running X Rob and these other running backs, as well as understanding that you got posts and flags and you got wheel routes.
Yep.
So mix it up. Don't get pigeonholed and running a certain type of series. Like I said, come out in 12, come out in 22, and come out in 13. But what you do is try to utilize what you already have on the field to go into those certain sets to throw them off to see if they're truly ready.
Yeah.
And then I would
Here's
just
one
run
for Coach.
X-Rock, right off of the guard tackle.
Yeah.
And make them like it.
Here's one for Coach.
Make them shift out of that defense. Once you get someone to shift out of the defense, that means you're in their head. Now you go play football.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, Coach, since you're an OC.
What's up?
Student body right.
Hey.
Look.
Hey.
Whew.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna answer that, but I want you to answer this question because it's for all of you guys, and it was from last night.
Okay.
All right. So, hey, Coach, great show last night, but I have a question for you and the guys. Does OU need to do a total rehaul of the O-line before next season? Thanks, Brent Jones.
I think
No.
we got the players for the O-line. We just lost too many key players to injuries because Sexton is still out, Hatchett, and a few others that I don't think, other than adding some of these pups in, maybe like EPL, Dent, and UK Dan, Eugene Brooks, maybe get them into the rotation. But no, I wouldn't overhaul it.
I think it's a blessing in disguise because Now where we're at, we can actually get some of those youth in there so they can understand what is necessary to make major adjustments so that they can be more efficient and effective next year.
Yeah.
So we have true competitive depth.
No, I agree with that, man. Because like I said, there's no reason to do a total rehaul. I mean, you're playing the young guys right now that you need to play right now to get them ready for next year.
Yeah.
And we've never had to deal with this before. We've never, by the third or fourth week, Coach B has already had his line fixed out or figured out. But we've been so injury prone all season that he's still juggling in and out players and everything because we can't keep nobody healthy. And I don't want to hear, oh, that's on Smitty and all that shit. No.
No.
Our strength coach gets you in condition and gets you in shape. Injuries just happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Injuries.
Yeah,
just
that
happen.
does happenstance. And actually, if you think about it, behind what we got out of the portal, we had a lot of youth. And so with all of the injuries everywhere, and then the constant line changes, there's no continuity. And so because of that, and then on top of that, we didn't have a OC.
True.
No.
So, nobody's trying to make excuses. We're just saying, just laying it out. But then the main thing is realizing that some of these young pups had to go through the fire, and the first time they touched, they might have not looked good, but now all of a sudden they gained their footing, and we're trusting them to stay in the game. That's what we're talking about. We need to understand that the youth got to be able to grow up, and they're going to make some mistakes at first, but it's the ones that makes the adjustment and take to coaching and, go from there. So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. What's going on, big dog?
Gentlemen, how are we today?
Jason.
Good. Jason.
Good, man. And you?
Chilling, man. Just got back from work. I just got out of work and took the dog out. Had to chase him because he decided he was going after this damn cat. I pulled my shoulder out of my
Why does the dog chase
He
the
was
cat?
gone.
No, but the dog.
Let that man have fun. Let the dog have fun, man.
I just wish I'd have known it was coming, man.
I know the feeling.
That dang leash hung around it was around my wrist,
Yeah.
Woo.
So it made you run a little bit harder.
Yeah. Well, and he got loose though. I mean, he got loose from me, but so then I had to. I don't really chase him though. It's kind of stupid to chase him. He ain't gonna let you.
To this question, Jesse Browning. Jason, you and I have talked about this on the phone a couple of times about Kevin Sperry flipping.
Oh. Yeah, I think
we discussed that.
Well, I think since Jaden O'Neal, I know that he didn't reclassify though, so or he hasn't as of yet. Anyway.
I was asking my brother-in-law. He said that paperwork has to be done first, so it takes a little bit of time when you want to reclassify. He said, but if he says he's going to reclassify,
right?
yeah.
Well, and I think there's. I mean, you figured even there was a lot of people talking about it last year. Before you even thought about him reclassifying, that Sperry might end up being the odd man out. Which I don't know if that would have been the case or not. I think that Sperry can spin it, but so can Jaden, and so can Michael Hawkins. And if he was going to get, and you got to think about it, he probably is going to get a quicker opportunity at Florida State.
Yeah.
I don't know who they have in there. The guy that they've had playing, their third stringer, is not good, and I don't know if DJU is going to try to get another year for injury or whatever. I think he might, but I don't think that he would. That doesn't necessarily mean he's going back to Florida State. In fact, if I was him, I wouldn't. And so, if I was going to say anything about the Sperry thing, I'd be like, why there?
Yeah.
And I know everybody. I mean, Florida State is a big time program, but they look lost right now. To me,
Now,
That's
here's
just
what I'm thinking. And Jason, this was before you came on. We kind of had a little discussion, not a big one, but I think that the OC has already been hired, and whoever said OC is bringing a quarterback with him.
What do you think?
Because I don't believe in coincidences. I really don't. And Kevin Sperry flipping, Jaden O'Neal talking about the 2025 class reclassification. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
I'm just reading the tea leaves, guys.
yeah, and I mean, to me, what we want is competition in that room either way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But we're gonna want people there that wants to be in the competition. So
Yeah,
Well,
listen, if you're afraid of competing, you don't need to be there.
yeah,
Before you came in, Jason, we just said that we saw what happened when you give someone something and
Yeah.
there's no competition.
fact.
That Jackson Arnold came in and the job was just handed to him. So, but here's the thing I wanted to ask you, Jason, since you came in. Do you think that and this is just me stretching, reaching to try to see if this would happen. Do you think that someone called Kevin and said, hey, this is the direction where we're going, this is who we're going to hire, and then he made a decision after that?
Possibly. It's possible. I think it's also possible that he's played really well at Denton Guyer, so his profile has gone up a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, he won a state championship last year with X-Rob, and then he went to Denton Guyer, and I mean, Denton Guyer it's a state championship contending program. That's where Jackson played. So his profile, his recruiting profile, had to have gone up. He's a full 4-star now. One of the I don't know if he's the top 100 or not. I don't think he is, but I think that his recruiting profile has gone up, and for sure, no matter what, if you're playing at a school like that and winning a bunch of games and throwing a lot of touchdowns, which he has, just to tell you, I mean, he's played very well this year. So that's, to me, I think that, yeah, that could be it, but it also could be that knowing that the competition's coming and knowing that, there's other people that want you.
Yeah.
Why not go where you probably have a little clearer path to that starting position? I've said this before. As well as he throws the ball, I don't think that he throws it any better than Michael does.
No.
And he doesn't have the wheels. So
well, it's just whoever the OC is, he's going to have two comparisons. He's going to have Michael Hawkins and Jaden O'Neal. Yeah, I was looking at what Ron Lemon said. He's calling using your mouse. So, I mean, I think they know who it is. But here's another question: do you think it will be mentioned before the portal opens?
What do you mean? What will be mentioned?
OC.
That they're going to hire them. Oh yeah, the hire will be. It'll be a done deal by then. I don't know if it's done or not. I don't think it's done. It always leaks, man. That's going to leak.
Isn't the portal? Doesn't it open Monday?
Be close though.
Monday.
It opens Monday, right?
Monday.
It opens on. Well, it'll be the day after the conference championship games. So it'll be. I think it's on the 5th. Okay,
so I was wrong. I thought it was this Monday. I thought it was this Monday that
after conference championship.
Yeah, no, he's right. Jason's right.
So Bishop, you said that the second is what
Yeah,
talking about the second where
that's what they've been the actual date they're trying to shoot for.
Okay.
I think they're trying to that first day of after the games or whatever they'll have. Yeah, they'll at the very least they'll have somebody hired by the time that portal opens so that they can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, even if they don't necessarily, like, let's say it was, and it's starting to sound more and more like it's not going to be Kotelnicki or Will Stein. It's starting to look like it's more and more, along the lines of they're going to get the guy from Washington State or the Tulane guy, right? So
Craddock.
yeah, Craddock, and yeah, so it's starting to look more and more like that's the chance. I think Mac left, which is a good choice. I think if you're going to go, I think if they're going after anybody from Texas State, though, they're probably going after GJ Kenny, and he would bring Mac with him.
I would.
Kenny got an extension.
Kenny got an extension.
Yeah.
Hey, that don't mean nothing though.
But what is that?
Oh no, I know that. I know.
All that probably did was give Texas State a better buyout that that Oklahoma has to pay them if they get him.
Yeah.
How much what were the numbers on that? Do you know?
I don't remember offhand. I know it for 7 years.
Let me see if I can see.
Oh yeah, I can look it up real quick. I was just wondering if
Yeah,
it off the top of his head. So yeah,
I think
but
2 mil, I think, per year.
$2 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he'll get more than that as the OC at Oklahoma.
It says right here.
Oh, I know that.
It says,
But is Josie and Venables on that wavelength?
oh, here it is,
I
guys.
don't know how you wouldn't be, but go ahead.
Let me bring it in. I'm just gonna bring it in.
I don't know how
Sure.
you wouldn't be. Yeah, we need to go back to what T Boomer was asking too. He was asking us a question there.
All right, T-Boom. All right.
He said BV was talking about having to cut players. Who are the players that y'all think will be cut? I think I saw Chuck doesn't play the next 2 games. He's on the chopping block. I don't know that he's going to be. I don't even know that I buy that bullshit.
No, I don't think so.
Now, here's the one thing I would tell you is that even though they're going up to 105 players in the NCAA, that's not what the SEC is going to do. They want you to keep it at 85 scholarship guys.
Yeah.
Now you can have this is the whole thing is everybody's saying, well, they're cutting players. Well, they're cutting the amount of players that can be on the roster, period, from it's like 123 to 105.
Yeah.
But it's already been 85 scholarship players anyway. It's been that for 20 years. So you're losing. I think that, not to say anything about, and this, I think this kind of sucks for certain people because if you are good enough to walk on and find your way in, I think those spots are tougher to find now, walk-ons.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what it may do, and this is something that I saw it on Marcus's show yesterday. And by the way, you guys should be over there checking out Marcus Dent's show. But I say that he was talking about that there was a school, Mississippi College, that they got rid of their football program. Well, you have to figure a lot of that it's because it's expensive to run the football program. And then you're talking about with the NIL and everything else. And then Title IX, you have to have an equal amount of sports for women and men in college sports at your institution in order to do it.
Yeah.
Well, by cutting football, they're talking about how you basically could pay for men's and women's basketball with what it costs to run a football team.
Well,
and with the travel and stuff. I guess my question would be, my feeling is, and I would ask you guys what you think. I know that they're talking about this 105 scholarships, and that they're talking about that cutting. What that cuts is obviously walk-ons how many preferred walk-ons they can do.
Yep.
Now, okay. In the end, I still think that you need to have that 105 guys. You just can't have 85 like what the SEC, because Sankey has demanded that that's what it's going to be in the league. You're still going to stay at 85 and that's on your scholarship count. But that doesn't mean they're not still going to want to have those dudes. Now, are you losing some players? Sure.
Yeah.
But the truth is that could help, and this is what I think. I think that could help these smaller programs, because if you don't have as many walk-ons, you're not as compelled to try to walk on. Yeah. So you can some of these smaller programs, Division II, FCS, things like that. With the FCS stuff, I mean that it'll push more players that way to where, because of the portal and stuff. And that's what I'm saying. I just still don't feel like this is. I don't think you're necessarily killing college football for everybody. I
No,
just think it's an evolution, right?
it's just the small schools pretty much that's going to get affected.
But I don't think you get killed there either, right?
No, you won't get killed,
No.
but it's how can I put this to where it makes sense is that
Mhm.
your Division II schools, and they're not going to be able to hang with the FBS schools, the Power 5 schools.
Yeah.
Power 5 schools going to be able, like big fish take little fish. They're going to be swamping up everything to where the level of competition on Division II is not going to be anywhere near what it is now with the way it is. So everybody's going to start going up to the Power 5s. That's what I was trying to say.
No, I think you have an opportunity now because you won't have as many walk-on positions at some of these schools, any Power 5 school, especially, or Power 4 school, especially.
Yeah.
That leaves players that could go play at other places.
And then that's gonna okay. I get what you're saying
the
now.
JUCOs that are hurting, the Division IIs, the FCS,
Yeah.
chances are you could add players. You know what I mean? But it's always going to be big bank take little bank. No, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Adjusta had asked earlier though. He said I think Oklahoma has their guy already. Why do you think that, Adjusta had? What makes you think that?
I think what we were talking about earlier, the domino effect on how things are happening right now with Spurrier leaving or flipping.
Okay.
And then also and everything with Jaden O'Neal saying that he's reclassified. He hasn't done it yet, and he's going to reclassify.
The process has started.
I think
That's
that
my understanding.
I don't think that
either way though, right?
Yeah, but I don't think Spurrier would have just flipped the way he did if he didn't know. Because why wait now?
Right.
Oklahoma's been terrible all year. It ain't like they just now got bad. The offense has been bad all week. All year.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, his recruiting prowess wasn't saying, his recruiting profile wasn't very high right now. We all thought a lot of Sperry. I don't know how many other people did because it didn't feel like there was a large amount of people. As he's gone throughout this year playing at Denton Guyer, they've been good. But did they get knocked out of the playoffs or something? Because that could have been it too.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I didn't think about the season coming to an end.
Let me check the scores.
But I was going to get that extension up for you and show you that they gave him an extension.
But I will say this, what it would do, cutting it down to 105, is your PWOs. You would be very selective, and they have to be people that can actually help you. You're not going to take many chances. You're going to actually truly evaluate all talent.
Yeah. Let me open that back up so you can see that the extension makes Kenny the highest paid coach in the Sun Belt Conference. They were talking about that they were offering $4 million for Mullen. So that's double. How much for Mullen?
$4 million a year.
Yeah. Damn.
That's what I heard.
I'm in the wrong business.
And that's
Coach,
I'm in the wrong
you still got your playbook?
Hey man, look, I always keep my playbook.
I'm pretty sure that makes you the highest paid coordinator in the country.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Hey man, who's that werewolf?
True. You know
who's that werewolf? That a werewolf?
We got an incoming quarterback with new OC. Let Jackson go in the portal. Hawkins back up and learning the system with O'Neal on the way. Wait, let Jackson go in the portal with Hawkins back as a backup to O'Neal? Y'all thinking a lot of O'Neal. He's in high school, guys. Is that what you're saying?
If he's like that,
Jackson,
then he's Caleb Williams talking stuff.
Right.
I don't know about all that.
I think you're going to go after a portal guy, probably. So if they are, if let's say that you guys are right.
It's Craddock. He's bringing Mensa.
Okay.
Craddock would be bringing Mensa. If you get the guy from Washington State, he's bringing the guy too.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't that make sense to where now you ain't got to come in and try to build a system? You got a quarterback that already knows the system, so it makes it a little bit more easier.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think that. I think it's that you want to, if you believe in the guy, first off, bring him, but they better not be handing it to him either.
No,
Right. No doubt. No,
Yeah,
you got to
they said
play.
that.
Yeah, you got to play into this position because we
You're
already
asking this kid to come in,
saw
right?
when we just gave it to someone.
Yeah, I think that I don't think that you need to be. Here's my feelings about the portal with the quarterbacks. Even with the NIL, used to when the portal before the NIL got like this, if you were going to do the portal thing, it was going to be based on playing time or something, or people when quarterbacks would, even before the transfer portal got hot, because you've been able to use it. It just really, though, only since 21, 22 is when it's gotten really crazy.
Yeah.
But, you think about Kyler. He left A&M to go to Oklahoma because they benched him, and they were going to go with, and Johnny Football was coming in. And then you had the same thing with Baker Mayfield. Here was Mahomes coming. So he left Texas Tech, right? Well, used to the currency to get those guys was playing time. Now you pay them actual money. So if you're willing to cough up the money, you can also still be willing to say, no, we're not going to just give you the damn starting job. We'll pay you commensurate with the starter, but you still got to win it.
Yeah.
It has to be that. What makes you think it's going to be Mullen when Mullen keeps saying he's not going to take a offensive coordinator job there, Rob? I don't think it's Mullen at all. In fact, I'm almost positive it isn't.
I don't think it's him either. I mean, that's one person that I'm not even thinking about.
I don't think he's in it anymore.
The more it goes, I'm thinking it's DJ Kenny or it's Craddock. Those are the two that I'm thinking that it's going to be.
Yeah, they all say stuff like that. Well, we're talking about a guy who's one of 16 coaches in history to have 100 wins as an SEC coach. But the bulk of that coming at Mississippi State. He can get a head coaching job. And why would he come and help Brent Venables keep his job when he might get it next year if he doesn't work out?
Yeah. You're making some logic points now because I didn't even think about that.
I mean, why? Listen, we've been kind of talking about this a little bit. We need BV to get a little slimier. You're gonna have to get a little dirtier if you want to play in it. You know what I mean?
Well, he needs the people he surrounds himself need to know it's time to get way serious.
Somebody's got to be that way, but you got to be willing to step on throats in this league. Is what I'm getting at.
Oh, no doubt. No. Let's be honest. You got to be a CEO, and the CEO is a type. So it's not about feelings; it's about business.
Facts.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if I want Dan Mullen as a head coach. He's a weird dude. Yeah, I think a lot of people think that, but again, I was just saying, one of 16 men all time that have won over 100 games in the SEC.
And I mean, if it's any inkling of truth to it, it would be a blessing. But right now, I'm with Jason. It's like Mullen, he has the credentials, and somebody's going to need his help. It's going to take him as the head coach.
I mean, look,
if not, then he'll slip to us. But we already know the price tag. So, hey,
Jason,
I'd like it if he did go. I'd like it if he came as the OC. Believe
oh
that.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, a question that me and Legend answered last night. I'm gonna ask you this question: If you were a new OC, if you was a new OC that OU is looking to hire, and they tell you, we want to offer you the job, but two people on the offensive staff has to stay. Would you still take the job?
First off, I think that this idea, I said this on K. Chris's show last night. I don't know why we're acting like Oklahoma is some, poor man's program that we got to like talk people into shit.
Yeah, and negotiate.
You know what I mean? Like, we're still talking about Oklahoma, folks. But now that being said, I think that I've been hearing that it may be kind of BS coming from the Craddock camp about his little best friend or whatever, who's his offensive line coach now, right? Now he might be a package deal with him, but I can't even imagine even then being like, I mean, you probably go to your guy and be like, hey, I'll make you passing game coordinator. I'll make you do this. You could be running game coordinator, whatever.
You can be Bill's assistant.
And you can be Bill's assistant, and I want you here and we'll pay you commensurate with that. But I mean, we don't want to get rid of this guy, especially with the class he's bringing in. Right.
Yeah.
And it sounds like he may have been, probably acting like that was it was a deal breaker for him not to be that guy. That being said, though, do I think that a coach would do that? Not take the job because of that? No. I mean, I think that unless he's like, I mean, look, if it was Will Stein and the offensive line guy was it was let's say it was Rashad Samples. In which case, if the offensive line guy was Rashad Samples, Beadle's probably out on his ass then.
Really?
Dude, Rashad Samples can recruit his ass off. To be honest with you, the more, and I'm not even going to say that. Never mind.
Jason, slow down.
Not going to give Sooner Cowboys something to say. Not one. I'm off that one. No.
Yeah. Rob, to your answer, hell no.
Viewers, are you insane,
no.
Rob? Hell to the no.
Because he can't even stay.
He's a pregame Prozac, bro. Hell no, I don't want that dude.
Taking somebody's scholarship.
Rob is crazy, Texas folk.
Pregame Prozac, Quinn Ewers. Nope. We're good.
Killer Horse. That's who they said last night. If they said that Emmett Jones and Coach Bilbo has to stay, would you still take it? And I was like, yeah, I would still take it, because you're getting two of the best, or two of the top 5 at their profession.
You look at who Emmett has recruited, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even in this class, if it stays together, now it's got to stay together, but he's got 2 top 100 receivers.
Cortez Mills.
Facts.
Yeah, well, and that other kid just became a top 100. He's like the number 7. What's his name? I just saw it yesterday. He became like he went way the hell up. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I think that if there's anybody that recruits them better, you have to look at, I guess maybe Texas a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, I think the Sark's doing that part of it, But you've had
Ohio State.
Who? Ohio State. The only one that's clearly above him. That would be, above EJ.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
As far as like what the rankings are.
Gotcha.
And then you'd have to say Alabama's still doing just fine at recruiting damn receivers. Okay. I mean, and I would also tell you that LSU, but I think they have a factory down in the swamp somewhere that they print those guys out.
They do something, man.
I really do. I think that's what's going on, right? Yeah, because it's every year. Every damn year. You don't know who the kid is yet, but he does his thing every year. So it is what it is. But EJ's doing a great job. I mean, he's definitely one of the top 2 or 3 guys in the country at recruiting these guys and development. Obviously, this year's a throwaway year, and it sucks when you say it like that. Yeah. But the truth is, why does it suck so bad? Because it just don't happen.
No, this is the first time it's happened since the 90s. What you say,
Yeah.
We ought to
Legend?
be lucky that we haven't got. Everybody's that bitches so much about we haven't won an Natty and all that. You know how many games we've won though? Nobody's won more football games since 2000 than Oklahoma.
Yeah, they did lose Bryce Underwood.
They did. Yes, he's
Michigan.
going to Michigan. Yeah, it's like $12 million.
I told you. Didn't I tell you that?
Mhm.
Hey,
It
and
started
then
at 10.5. Now it's 12.
it was a domino effect. Once Juju went to Colorado,
Yep.
then Underwood switched to he flipped from LSU. But I think some of that, Underwood is on Brian Kelly.
And Longfellow went to USC.
Oh, did he?
Who did?
Mhm.
Who did?
Longfellow. He was that quarterback. He was
Yeah. He's a 5-star though. USC upgraded off of Juju thing.
yeah,
I think Juju's good, but he's not even a 5-star,
I know. So
or at least not according to On Three. He's not a 5-star. He may be
right.
a star, but they've got the kid that they just got, Hassan Longview, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
He's like the number 4 overall quarterback in the country, and like I think he's like number 20 something in the class
Wow.
total.
Yeah.
So,
It's a domino effect, man. All these quarterbacks and
Sure.
everybody's flipping and everything. So
well, and you just got to think about it, guys. I mean, it's not very often that quarterbacks stay in the same place they start in. Think about it. Which one since Landry Jones? How many guys have we had that have made it the whole way through? I'll tell you how many. This many.
0.
Yeah.
Damn,
Since
I didn't
Landry
think about
Jones,
that.
man.
I didn't think about that.
They either didn't start here or didn't finish.
So, Coach, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Based on what we have coming in for both offense and defense, which OC would be best suited with the type of talent we got already here and coming in?
On the offensive side,
Mm-hmm. OC.
I would say KJ.
GJ
Yeah, DJ.
Kenny.
GJ Kenny. Yeah.
I think he's the best one, but I don't. If he just signed that contract, I don't think he's the one. I don't think they're offering him, right?
But you know what? He did that probably to up what Oklahoma can offer him.
Yeah, but why would you do that to Oklahoma?
Hey, it's a dog-eat-dog world, man.
Offer him.
Yeah, Oklahoma.
Could offer him. No. I thought you were saying so that what they would have to pay to get it.
Oh no.
No.
See, if he ups his money that he has at Texas State, Oklahoma's gonna have to come with a little bit more to offer him to take him away from Texas State.
Mhm.
That's what I'm trying to say. So
I get it.
either him, but
I don't think it's him though. I think we keep hearing that it's. It sounds like it's
somebody say Arbuckle,
Arbuckle. Yeah, it sounds like that's the guy.
the air raid. And
So
so,
it
okay,
sounds like he blew Brent Venables away in his interview.
if it's Arbuckle, then we got everything he needs, receiver wise.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that with him and BV. See, Jason, I don't know. Did Coach B and Seth have a good relationship?
Did Coach B and who?
Seth. Latrell.
Venables and him? I don't know.
No,
It's starting to sound
Coach
like
B,
no.
Coach B, Bimbo.
Well, they're brother-in-laws, but but I don't think that. I don't know. I don't think so.
Reason I'm asking, man, is because this is the first OC that Coach Bimbo and everything, man, he hasn't looked good with. And maybe that can be because of injuries.
He was making him do what he was doing. He was making him play the guys he wanted to play, and he told him that he couldn't play the guys because he wanted to redshirt all the freshmen, no matter what. And that was Bedenbaugh was trying to, according to what I've heard, Bedenbaugh was trying to play Isaiah Autry-Dent in EPL a while before they ever did. He didn't care about redshirting them. He thought they should be playing.
You don't supposed to nowadays.
Didn't care. No,
Yeah.
Hey, Killer Horse, there's no such thing as a cap for the NIL, man. No
No,
such thing.
talked about that a few days ago. I
No,
learned a lot
they
about
have
that.
they have a cap that will be that's revenue share.
Yeah, revenue share.
It's not a cap for a player. It's a cap for the school what you could spend.
Absolutely.
And let's not get it twisted. They'll still pay them whatever the hell they want.
Yeah. Go in your room and see an envelope under your pillow.
Because the NIL, they've made it clear. The courts have made it clear that they're not going to let you mess with their ability to make money anymore.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
That's not happening, folks. I'm telling you, if you think that this is going to change anything, think again. It's not.
Hey, so the legend.
This changes nothing. Not for the big boys.
Hey,
Legend.
Mike,
Go ahead.
who do you see it being coming in as a new OC?
Arbuckle.
Starting to sound like it.
Hey,
That's what you've been hearing a lot too.
Yep.
that's a new name, man. Because I mean, I'm on the East Coast,
my
so
favorite.
I'm hearing something completely different, and then you guys are there, hearing something completely different. So I trust you guys because you guys are there.
I just keep hearing. Well, we've been hearing about Arbuckle for a while, but he got real hot this week, though.
Yeah.
I mean, his name has gotten because apparently he blew the interview out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
And
isn't
Coach
he?
Venables wants another young pup that's hungry and whatever.
How old is he?
Man, he's young. I mean, he's not.
Yeah.
28. Is that correct?
I don't even know if he's that old.
Really?
He's barely old enough. He's barely old enough to shave.
He was a high school coach 4 years ago, man, and not a head coach. He was a high school coordinator. That was his first coordinator job.
24, 25 then?
Oh, he's 29 is what Dilligraf says.
Oh, okay. That's what
About right,
Wow.
too.
about
Wow.
right.
That's crazy.
Well, look at Allie is 20. Well, it was 29. So
Yeah.
Shorty says that's why I don't care what rule you put in place. The teams with the most money will always win in terms of getting players. NIL is just smoke and mirrors. Yep.
Look, right now it looks like you have some parity in college football because the NIL and transfer portal, there wasn't a huge difference in the amount of money and all that kind of stuff at this point. But give it a couple of years because you've got about by the time this contract is up, the SEC television contract, by the time that's up and over with, they're going to be making over $100 million a year. And the highest at the Big 12, I know, and I want to say the ACC is probably pretty close to this. They're right around the same, assuming that they let it stretch all the way to 2036 or whatever, which I don't know if that's going to happen. But let's just say whatever it is, it's going to turn into they're going to hit like 50 million. So if you're at 100 million in the SEC, at 100 million in the Big 10, and then the other two power conferences are 50 million behind that, how long is it going to take to completely overtake them? Well, they're already a better league. The Big 10 is questionable as whether it's a better league overall, but it ain't going to take long before
I got a question
completely
for
overruns.
you, Coach.
What?
Okay, you remember that situation with Rashad about that
Yeah.
14?
Yeah.
We already got quarterbacks already reaching that. So that I don't, my thing is now they're starting to try to the market is starting to be set where we know quarterbacks are going to be basically 20 grand.
Okay. For
Yes.
for
And
some-
so with that said, then I think that offensive linemen are next because you got to protect them, and D linemen.
offensive
it's hard to
line
get
are going to
those.
always be top dollar because
Yeah.
they always keep telling you the game is always won in the trenches. So they're going to make that quarterback type of money. I mean, that's going to
So-
always be the way it is.
So
Because yes, you need to have somebody that can protect your most, your biggest commodity and everything, which is the quarterback.
so I'm looking at that being like 3 to 4 mil,
Per,
especially if they have bookends the tackles.
so your question was what? Are they going?
How off was Rashada's offer for 14 compared to where we're at in this day and age with what's the name for Michigan getting 12?
I mean, that was the biggest then. It would still be the biggest now.
Yeah.
Wasn't the one that was supposed
They
to
were
go to
never going to
Florida?
pay him that, though. They were never going to pay him that, apparently.
Yeah, but why even offer? So you just
Because he
bait
couldn't
and switch the young man.
because he couldn't go to Miami then.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
It was
Stop the
dirty. That's
process of
dirty
where he
ass
wanna
shit.
go.
Dirty shit, man. See, this is why I don't love it when people start, we start doing this about when we start worrying about what the kids are making and and spending the university's money, I like to call it. I don't understand that shit. Because
I'm not worried about it. I'm just
people that
letting
are
you know
I'm talking
the
about the players.
average. What I'm talking about is now to set the market to know, okay, if I'm in a area of, let's say I need an offensive tackle, the market average for offensive tackle is 1.2 million. If you want a quality one
Mm.
that you can actually have them come in, compete, and win the job.
Well, sometimes, man, that's false money because you might pay him that, and he come in and he don't work out. Then now you got a guy that's making less money that is playing much better than him. You can't sit there and say, "Well, I'm going to flip flop y'all guys' salary." It don't work that way. Now you got to up that guy's money because you got this guy. So it's a game of
It's business. It's just
and
business.
that's all it is. I mean, I don't ever want to be about money, but it is.
It's about money.
We keep hearing, "Oh, I'm coming here for the university." No, you're coming here because they offer you the most money. Let's
There
keep
may
it
be
real.
there's going to be some to it where it's still about the play, where you're playing and all that kind of stuff. Look, in the end, not everybody's in the same reason. Not everybody has the same why. You know what I
Right.
mean? I
Yeah.
mean,
That's true.
not everybody has the same why. If you come from a family that's a full home, I mean, look, I just think about Marcus Dent. They took less money at Oklahoma. It does happen.
Yeah.
They certainly took less money at Oklahoma. But it was also the thought for him and his wife that it was the best. He was going to get the best opportunity to move forward with Bill Bedenbaugh at OU. And they loved the whole thing. They loved OU. They loved the culture. They loved all the coaches. He said, you've heard people say, and I've heard Big Mike talk about this a bunch too, that at Oklahoma, he would talk to guys on the offensive side too,
Yeah.
But you don't get a lot of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, or you promise money and never deliver. Yeah.
Hey.
Look, see, but that's the thing. I think this is where contracts come into play. This
Exactly.
is the guardrails are going to be legal things that you see happening at the NFL level right now, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The way you do it is you put regulations not on the kids, on the schools,
Yeah.
on what they can do. So if you have revenue shares, but that's the only thing that you can regulate is revenue shares.
Right. Revenue shares.
But in the end, I mean, yeah, that's the same for everybody, right? That's in the Power Four. It's going to be the same. But I'm going to tell you now, it doesn't matter because the NIL is not even what it should be, or not even what it is in the NFL. In the NFL, the guys that make the most money in NIL are endorsers, the best endorsers.
That's it.
Yeah.
Guys that have the most commercials.
Yep.
Now, Some of that is true at the college level as well, and I think it will continue to be so.
I
But
think the reason
that
why
doesn't
we
mean
didn't,
that they can't cough up a bunch of cash before you get popular to you if they know that you're that guy.
that's what I was getting ready to say. That's what I was.
Yeah.
Because
No,
what I was
I'm not
what I
saying
was
you're wrong.
getting at is like, do you think we got our money out of JFA?
Well, whose money? This is it's not
Yeah,
our
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
No. Hold on.
Did we get our money out of JFA?
Okay. Did you get your worth?
No.
Did
Hell no.
the team?
Need a refund.
See, I'm not gonna say that shit. But
Need a refund.
no, he didn't.
I'll just be joking.
Did he play up to the level of what he was getting?
That's all I'm saying, bro.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Compared to what he got paid.
But you know what, guys?
But that
When
happened.
you are getting paid for
It's
expectations.
business. It's business.
You're getting
That's
paid
what
for
we're saying.
expectations. And
Yeah.
that's all you're getting paid for is expectations.
Expectations.
And it's just like a job. If you don't perform your expectations,
Well, and
they-
here's the other thing though. You can't even just blame it on Jackson either, though.
no, it was
No,
it
we're
was-
not.
No,
Jason, we're not.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying that if you're saying, did we get our money's worth out of them? Probably not. But I don't think it's just Jackson's fault. I don't think it's just Oklahoma's fault either. I think there's a little bit of both in it, right? You have to, as a player, you have to do your thing to do, you got to perform. But you also, as the coaching staff, you're supposed to coach them to perform as well. And we know, we know damn good and well that they didn't even have a damn quarterback coach until they fired Seth. 7 games in.
2 games ago.
Shit.
That's crazy to say.
Well, I mean,
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
sit here-
it sucks for JA too. I mean, I
know.
look, I've said it plenty that I don't want him to play anymore. I think that this ship has sailed. I think he's leaving, and I'm okay with it at this point. What we've seen, I think that they've mishandled the entire situation. It wouldn't surprise me if they lost the whole damn room because of it. It just wouldn't. But that being said, I would rather I hope they keep Hawkins. I hope they can. And, I just don't see that. I think that Jackson being Elite 11 winner, Gatorade High School Player of the Year, he's going to have some options, right? And so I just don't see any way that he stays. I would be super surprised if he did. Now, if this guy, say it was Dan Mullen, it ain't. But let's say it was. You might have to have a second thought if you're Jackson Arnold at that point, right? He's had two number 1 picks, bunch of first rounders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, Jason, anybody you bring in is going to be an upgrade from what you have right now because they will be will be OCs.
And
we've had
developers.
2 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had, and it's a feel. They haven't had the good feel for calling any kind of games, any type of schemes. You see plays that people talk about that make sense, but we're not even using the basic things, the basic formations, the basic plays to get yardage. So that's what I'm trying to say. If you have 8 yards with Xavier Robinson, you won't run it again for some damn reason, which makes no damn sense to me. You run that shit till they stop it. Then you change.
Yeah, it's been a bit. It's a lot of wild shit going on that offensive side of the ball this year,
It
right?
just makes you think, man, what are they looking at? Are they looking at something that is so complex that they can't recognize it? Or it's to the point right now where let's just try some shit. Let's just get down in the
I guarantee
sand
you
and
they
toss
didn't
some plays.
expect X-Rock to do what he did. But when they saw it, they like, well, dang. Yeah. Oh, dang. Yeah.
You got to know better at this point.
I know, but that comes back to knowing your characters of your players and trusting them to be put in a position before that moment instead of use them as decoys.
Hey, Shorty got a question for you.
Yeah, it's going to be better.
Always.
Yeah, it's going to be better.
But the one thing, man, that nobody's talking about that they should be talking about?
They raised the floor at her on defense.
It's how good of a job Zach Elliott has been doing.
Facts.
He gets overshadowed and overlooked because how atrocious the offense is and how dismayed that we got 11, 12 guys out almost every damn week. So I think now that BV can really leave defense alone if he wants to, but he won't.
Yeah.
It's hard for a defensive coordinator to leave defense alone. You still see Kirby do it.
Yeah.
He's not, it's just that's in your DNA. So you're gonna always have your hand in on the defense. Bad offenses find ways to mess things up.
Is Mike still here?
Hey man, that werewolf's over there laying back.
He's kicking
He
back.
laying in the cut.
He's just chilling.
I'm just listening to y'all guys. I've had a bad night with my damn internet, so
You gotta get some more quarters, man.
I've got two rolls sitting on there, and it ain't.
We're getting some feedback from someone.
I think that was him. He
I
muted
think
it.
it was you. Yeah.
He muted it.
Was it me?
Yeah. Do you have your TV sound on or something in the shows on it?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think he may have it on in the back.
Is it me?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. Still taking care of mom, so
Oh yeah.
I'm over here. She's in the front.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
What did you say? No more Xannies. What? What you talking about?
No more Xannies. I have no.
What are you talking about?
Said Mike is chilling like a villain.
Oh yeah.
He just laid back, man, with his hands like he in the poster in a magazine. Like he posing.
He's had a good day today.
Yes, I have.
He's posing for the country wood knots. Country wood knots.
Hey,
All right.
I'm starting a country band now.
All right. Here's another thing that somebody been.
Yeah, we're getting that feedback. Hit the mute unless you're talking.
Let me see.
There you go. When you get ready to talk, then unmute it, and then you can talk because it's whenever you're muted, unmuted. Unless it's on, it's got to be on somewhere aside from your phone.
No, I've been muted. I haven't. I just unmuted.
Oh, I don't know where it's coming from then.
All right. The question is, somebody's asking is, are we in jeopardy of losing for Susie as well?
I think so. I don't know if they're keeping him or not, but it looks. I mean, it doesn't look good that he's going to Austin instead of coming to Norman for the Bama game.
I think he stays.
I hope he stays.
Why do you think he stays, Mike? Why?
A gut feeling, man. Why would you not want to stay? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Why would we not want to? Why would he not want to stay? I don't know why he wouldn't want to, but I know that they're going to offer more money down there. I think he could be trying to drive up the price on you. That'll piss people off.
Yeah. I just have a feeling he's going to stay. I mean, I don't have no rhyme or reason. I still think OU is going to beat LSU at the end of the season too. So, just one of my gut feelings.
Okay.
Well, Coach, let me go ahead and take care of mom. I know. I appreciate you bringing me on.
Oh,
Thank you.
always,
Absolutely.
man.
But I know she just got out yesterday evening, so I don't want to push it.
Feeling better? She feel better?
Yeah. She wanted me to cook the best food, so yeah, she's good to go.
I don't know. Prayers are up, man. Prayers stay up.
Hey, appreciate y'all. Big salute, everybody. Thank you, Coach Ricks, once again for including me, bringing me on. I'm so humbled to be a part of you guys. And Boomer.
Sooner better.
Sooner.
No, it wasn't me.
It is you.
There's something coming from somewhere.
Let me mute my mic and see if it's coming from me.
I don't know. It ain't me.
It ain't me.
Yeah. Let's see. No, I've got it. I don't even have my phone mic working.
Yeah.
I turned it off before I came on. Yeah. So just whenever you get ready to talk or whatever, I don't know what's going on with this stuff. But you know what? It's been happening on every one of these platforms lately. All of them. I don't know what's going on.
Let me see if I can get back on my computer. I'll leave here and I'll come back on my laptop.
Okay.
All right. All right.
So what was the Fasusi did say sooner for life? Yeah. Okay. And that's a fair enough reason to say you think he's going to stay if that's what you want, if you want to believe that.
I mean, you have to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Sure.
I mean, there's no, he's not giving you any reason that he's going to leave, but maybe that's pillow talk or whatever, but you still have to, keep him on, say the right things, to do the right things. But I don't think he flips. Everybody keeps saying that they don't think he's going to flip. And maybe he's doing it for a little bit more money. But
he could be doing that, but I have a hard time believing that there's not something to it. I have a hard time believing that there's not something to it.
Let me try to figure out if we lose Fasusi, how much does that impact our offense? I mean, we still got a lot of depth and everything, a lot of young guys on the offensive line, so it just makes us better. It won't make us bad. We're still going to have key guys in the right spot. So with EPL and Dent, and then we got a lot of other guys on the line, I think we'll be all right. What do you think?
I think they're fine. I'm not worried about this. I think what everybody's freaking out for, especially Sooner Cowboys, is that because of what it looks like, right? That they're not, that it's starting to get real bad. Now, I think you have to expect that some of these guys are leaving, whether they're on the squad now or you have flips. They had 4 flips last week at Alabama, from Alabama. This shit happens. This is the game we're playing. You're not going to get them all, man. You're just not.
Now, do you really think that he's taking visits? Because he's saying he's not, but then some saying that he is.
I mean, yeah, I do. It's not an official visit. Because I think he's already taken all of his officials. But yeah, I think he's taking visits. I think they'll pay him to come over there. Why wouldn't you? That could be part of it. He could just be going just to watch football and get paid. And if they're not paying him to come to the OU game, fine.
Yeah.
Listen,
now,
I can understand him going to the A&M Texas game next week. I have a hard time understanding why he's going to Texas, Kentucky instead of Oklahoma, Alabama, though. I don't know.
Let's see.
No. As far as running them off, nah.
No.
If you're dating the prettiest girl, then you always got to be looking out for some other suitors. That's fair. Listen, I think that, and I mean, especially down Texas. And hey, Satterfield, you really believe everything that Ben G tells you, bro? Come on. No. Yes. Do I think that Texas A&M is working hard to get him? Hell yes. For trying to smash the head ball coach's daughter, alleged. Ooh, really?
Wow. Damn, that's ballsy. That's ballsy.
They just think that they really can get away with everything, huh?
Right.
No, do I think for a second though that yes, I think A&M's trying just as hard as Texas, but I know Texas is They're ruthless. Look what they did in getting Schlossnagel, man. That was crazy shit.
Man,
They made him decide on taking the job before the championship game of the College World Series.
yep.
Wouldn't even let him finish doing the work. That was messed up. That's some messed up
Damn
shit.
shame. Oh yeah.
Chris Del
Well,
Conte's
money will do
bad.
that to you, man.
Huh?
I said money will do that to you.
And
Money
hatred
will
for
definitely do it.
your and hatred for the other two. I mean, because A&M and them hate each other about as it's. I think the rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas is different because it's more competitive, right? They completely own the rivalry as far as Texas owns the rivalry as far as football is concerned. And I think pretty much everything. But they hate each other as much or more. It's kind of like it is with us in Okie Light, though, I guess. I can't stand their asses either. Hey, are you seeing all this stuff with Coach Gundy, man?
Man, look. I don't know what that dude's problem.
man.
I don't know what that dude's problem is, man. That dude,
Every day he puts his foot in his mouth.
something,
Every fucking day.
something.
Every day.
Now, maybe he's doing that shit because they're not relevant right now. And he's doing it for attention or something.
Do you think that this is helpful, though?
I don't think it's helpful, but at least you're getting talked about
Yeah, I guess.
because they have not won a Big 12 game yet, have they?
Nope. 0-7. 0-8. 0-8 now.
That's a damn shame. That is a damn shame that you have not won not one damn Big 12 game.
It's bad. And they were the favorites or among the favorites, but to hear them tell it before the season, what they were going to do with 20 of 22 returning starters coming back from their conference title game team. Now that Texas and OU were gone, we own the Big 12, not.
That's the sad part about it, man. OU and Texas are gone, and you still have yet to. You letting teams like Colorado,
It's as lame as it gets.
Utah, BYU, all these teams.
Utah is not much better.
No, but they won some damn Big 12 games.
A couple, but they're not. They're not in the. And they're not in the mix though.
No,
But like BYU's only lost that one. Kansas, can you imagine? They've won like 3 or 4 in a row, and they were trash coming in.
wow.
Whoa!
Boy, that's
Something about him showing her his horse. Hot damn!
Well, those kind of
Well,
picks
that's
get you in
smart.
trouble. Them kind of picks get you in trouble.
Man, you got to know the big man's wife or daughter is off limits, bro.
That's a given.
Unless you're at Mizzou, apparently. Drink's trying to marry off his daughters, and they're like 13.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he says stupid shit like that all the time. Drink's a
Yeah,
weirdo. It's a weird dude, man.
That dude is weird, man. Just the way he says some things sometimes makes you wonder about some of these other coaches and everything, man. If you look at him, some of these coaches, man, there's some real freaks out there, man.
Drink belongs in Utah, Ryman said.
Crazy.
Dude, yeah. You haven't seen that? You haven't seen that where he was talking about
No.
he was talking about, I think he was talking about Brady Cook.
Wow.
And saying that I don't even know if it was Brady Cook, though, to be honest with you. Whoever it was, he said he'd love it if his daughter was dating him, or he'd get his daughter. Well, when they're old enough, he had to,
That's
it was the
crazy.
craziest shit ever. Cody Light was full of air talking like they was going to the playoffs. Oh, yeah, not even just once. They were going to go like 3 or 4 times before 2030. 4 or 5 times. Not unless they get rid of Gundy, sorry ass.
Has Cody Light been on your show lately?
No, I saw him earlier today though. He's still, he's ready to talk basketball.
So he passed football. He's past football.
They haven't let him down yet. Yeah.
Yeah, we've already talked about Kevin Sperry.
It's hilarious. Yeah, you can find it. You can find it, Jesse. I'm sure. Yeah, Drink's a weird fucking guy, man.
Freaks come out at night.
Yeah, he's weird.
Oh, no, hey man, I'm not gonna hide the yawn. I've been yawning all day.
Tired puppy, huh?
Man, I get up every morning at 3 o'clock, man. Every morning.
Mm.
3 a.m. and then stay there until 9, 10 o'clock at night. So trust me, it's a long day. This is good. I have some Mizzou friends.
That you could drop that
Yeah.
on. I like it. I like it. Make sure that you do. Make sure that you do.
I got a new buddy of mine, man. He's from Missouri. He was talking about he don't even like Missouri. He likes Kansas City though, but he don't like Missouri football team. And he lives in Missouri. So
it depends on what part of Missouri. Where's he at? Is he near St. Louis or anything? Or like,
let me see where
if he's around St. Louis, you're more likely to be a Mizzou guy. But if you're Kansas City, if you're around the Kansas City area in Missouri, it seems like they're usually Kansas fans.
No, I'm gonna see. I just remember where he's from. He Instagrammed me a few days ago. We was talking about some things, and he is from. Hold on. He is from. Come on, hurry up, coach.
How come people are cutting your head off there, Ryman? What's going on? He said people are trying to hand him his head on a platter all day. I don't know. Are Sooners closer to the depths of hell or gates of heaven? Boy,
damn, that's crazy.
That's. I think they're going to be okay. I think they're closer to the gates of heaven. But we don't have to use all the, that's a little wild.
He's from Springfield.
So that's kind of center of the state, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess it you never know. But is he originally from there? Did he just live there? I mean,
he is originally from there.
Oh,
he's originally from there.
Yeah,
he is a diehard Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Is he a college fan at all though?
No.
Oh, yeah. So if he's not a college fan at all, I could see you being, yeah. Some people aren't, man.
I'm not an NFL person, really. I'm really not. I mean, everybody asks me, man, why don't you talk about football on your podcast, NFL? I don't really like NFL, man, to be honest. It's different than college. College, man, is a little bit more passionate. NFL, man, it's just too many people whining about shit.
Yeah, Billy Gaff, I think that Sperry's good. I don't think he's as good as any of the other guys, though. I think he can rip it. He makes some throws. He's got a hell of an arm. I don't think he's better than Jaden O'Neal, and I know he's not better than Michael Hawkins.
Dude, Jaden O'Neal, man, is nice, man. I saw some videos of him a few nights ago, man. Dude is nice. I mean, some people, man, they have the package, the it factor, they want to call it. That dude's special, man. And now I see why everybody's been trying to get him. But have you noticed after every touchdown that he scores, he throws the OU sign up?
Yeah.
After every touchdown, he throws the OU sign up. And he's already told him.
Because I think there was some concern there for a while. But he seems to be like, and that was I didn't really think that. Do I think that Sperry's a huge loss? I don't think he's a huge loss, but we'll see. But I'm not saying I don't think Sperry's good. I just don't. It looked like he was the odd man out to me. I think it's been coming. So is it a huge loss? No. And I think you have to recruit. You need to recruit quarterbacks every year. I think it is what it is.
I think it'd be smart because
we're
not in the Big 12 no more. We're in the SEC now, so you need to have as many as you can. And as you see, we've used 2 already.
The portal rolls, it rolls. So
he said, "Sorry, Coach Riggs and Jason, nothing is working tonight." Hey, man, you good, man? I'm about to get off here in another
we're about
15,
to
20 minutes anyway. Yeah, I gotta take Rocky out. He gotta go poop before he goes to bed, man. He's been a little shit for the last few days. He comes jump in the bed with me and wake me up every morning, so I'm tired of that. Let me see. Fasucci will be the huge loss if I just don't until he does, man. I don't want to speak about that because I don't think he's going to flip. But who's to say he? I mean, You don't really know. Possible, but J.A. was same coming out of high school. Oh, no problem. No problem, Jesse. Any problem you got, any question you guys got, man, we'll always throw it up there. I'm just trying to read it all. It's coming in real fast.
Yeah. Let's see. Can be really hard to judge them. They're playing the Mountain West. Yeah. Listen, I think that's my concern. Is what Scott is saying right here, is that if they do end up with the duo coming from Washington State, okay, fine. You know, but as far as damn it, man, I've been trying to turn these dang things off, but I don't know why I'm hearing all this.
I thought it was mine.
No, it's mine. Let's see. Fasusi would be a huge loss. No, we were talking about this. That would be my concern, is that yes, that guy's good, but they're playing a Mountain West schedule. What do I really believe? And the problem is, somebody said this here earlier, was that the air raid is tough, right? Because it hasn't shown that it works as well in the SEC, because the speed is in the SEC.
Yeah.
You know, you're not. And so you can't just line up and go out man people or outspeed everybody all the time either. So, but I also still think that you're seeing a lot of air raid.
Everybody runs
the air raid still.
Oh yeah, everybody runs a
There's
variation.
versions of the air raid in the pro style offense now. So I think that the main thing that you have to do is, if you're going to run that, and I think apparently that was one of the things that impressed Brent Venables so much, was he had that question for him and he liked the answer. I don't know what the answer was, but he liked the answer. Howard, what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
You can run a air raid.
Look at what Lincoln did
In there, but you have to mix it up a little bit.
Run the ball.
Yeah. You have to be able to scheme it in a way to where it's not noticeable.
I was going to ask you, did you ever have those big wide splits that you like to run through?
Yes.
It was more of a spread it out kind of thing, and you have the wide splits, and then you try to run downhill with it?
Look, we would have my tackle, all my guys would spread out, because I want the defense to be like, oh, I want to hit that gap.
Yeah.
And then I sabotage your ass. So when you blitz that gap, we just sandwich you in, and then we run off the other way that you just went. So that is what I mean by a scheme that you can run, and you run it multiple times to where now the defense thinks you're going to run the same thing over again. And then you actually run your real play that you had set up for them, because everybody knows you run a play to see what the defense does. Then you counter that with the real play that you want to run.
Right. Okay.
So that's why, yes, you want to use those big old gaps, because most defensive linemen will line up in between those gaps, thinking they can hit it real fast and real hard.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you have to. Well, and think about this. Why was Lincoln so good? Why is it? I promise you, the reason that he's not doing very well right now,
he don't have Coach Beebo.
That's part of it. The other part is they're not running the ball.
No.
He went from running the ball 60% of the time at Oklahoma 5 years ago to now it's switched to 60% passing to 40% running. He switched 20% on it.
Yeah.
Well, there is a little bit of it in the NFL still, but I don't know why you want.
That's what Lamar Jackson runs.
Yeah, and remember, it kind of was the next evolution from the Wildcat, right? The RPO.
Yep. That's where it originated from.
And
linebacker was
more of a what is the RPO though? If you think about it, it's like play action.
Yeah. Run pass option and everything. So you get to decide if you're going to run it or if you're going to pass it. And let me tell you who was real good at it. And they didn't have the personnel. K-State would run that with that quarterback and do that little jump pass and catch you. I mean, it's what it is. So if your defense is not disciplined, it can definitely work.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it can work in the SEC. You just got to have different schemes to go along with it. You got to also bring 22 personnel, 12 personnel. You have to bring in uh,
It has to be. I think you just have to be multiple. And I think it sounds like he wants to be multiple. It doesn't sound like he's locked into necessarily anything. It's whatever's going to work for your unit.
Yeah.
If he is, I mean, the kid's young. There's no reason you have to stick to anything. And I say that the best coaches, and this is a freaking fact, you do what works, man.
Yeah.
And what fits your players.
Yeah.
Now, Dilligaff, yeah, you don't see why they don't like it. I understand that. And then, but what did I see something? Wouldn't you want to run a more pro style offense part? Pro style, we're getting that idea. If we're talking like what Georgia does, and it is more pro style, under the center, run the ball, stuff like
play
that,
action.
right?
A lot of play action.
The only thing about running that kind of if we're trying to run what Georgia runs, let's say, right? You got to have a bunch of those maulers, dude. A bunch of them. And do I think we're getting close to having enough of those guys on the offensive line to run that? Sure. But you may not be right away going to be able to do that, right?
No.
You have to have a good run. We have to have a good pass game to make the RPO work too, Jimmy. You got to have both. It doesn't work if either of them doesn't work.
I'll never understand how some coaches think that they can pass to set up the run when it's supposed to be the run, set up the pass.
Well, you can, but you have to be able to do one or the other, right?
Exactly. But I see a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of coaches, they want to throw the ball a lot. And then when that don't work, then they want to try to turn to the run, then that don't work.
No, see, no, that's not, no. You have to have success or it doesn't set up shit.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah. They're gonna, if you're not having success, they're gonna invite you to continue throwing it.
Play action will never work if you can't run the ball. Play action will never work. So you have to have a good
Sir
run
Cowboy,
game.
why don't you answer my question that I asked you? Why is it so important to you? And why would it be such a huge deal if you don't get him? Why? Tell me why.
They've only been in the SEC 1 year this season, and everybody's been hurt. So we really don't know.
He's doing his negativity thing right now. In his feels right now. Probably ready for a nap. You need to stop being loyal and automatically starting mediocre upperclassmen when you have better freshman, sophomore wasting away on the bench. BV needs to stop. Who are we talking about? Which ones are we talking about, though? See, these generic statements like that. Come with what you mean. Don't leave stuff out. Which ones are we talking about?
Coach Rich, do you think the RPO hinders a team's ability to have a traditional run game? No. Look, if we would have been using Xavier Robertson all damn season, we wouldn't be worrying about the running game. But you can't have a running game when you can't pass the freaking ball, and nobody fears you going deep. Nobody fears you doing anything. So they load the damn box and blitz you out the ass. So you can't do anything. So an RPO is supposed to keep the defense guessing and off guard. We can't do that because we can't throw the ball, can't do shit.
Yeah.
So that's just my thought. And like I said,
I agree with what you're saying, but like Scott Christopher says, I don't mind the air raid, but you see what happens when Tebow plays really good defenses. That's also kind of incomplete because it's not. He didn't lose to those guys because he couldn't score. He lost those guys because he couldn't stop them from scoring.
You ain't lying. Because I do remember him putting 45 on Georgia.
And now he's not doing the same thing that he used to do. Like he's having an issue right now in the Big Ten, but it's not because they're not putting up passing numbers. They are, but they're not putting up any running numbers and running time off the clock. So the biggest reason, you got to shorten the game, man. You got to shorten the game. And he's never learned that.
It's okay to get a pro style coach, but you can't just have a pro style coach.
It's not just about that, though. You have to have a bunch of maulers, man. A bunch of them.
Yeah.
Road graders. And Do I think we're getting close to having the requisite amount for that? Probably, yeah. And losing Fasusi in that case, yeah, probably you're screwed. But here's the thing: if it's you're gonna switch schemes again, which would be kind of the second time in 2 years, right?
Yeah.
But I would say in the end, I kind of agree with what you guys are saying. Just so you understand, I understand what you're saying, and would I like to see them be able to just run over everybody? Oh yeah, that's what I want. But not everybody's built like that right now. Georgia is.
Yes.
Right.
I think they're the only team right now in the SEC.
Yeah, the only other one would be like Texas could do that. They're going to throw a lot.
Yeah.
But I guess you could call Texas a pro style offense but the Pancake Factory thing, smartest thing, best thing that Sark did.
Yeah.
Best thing he did. Right. But okay, you said, oh yeah, Super Cowboys. Sometimes I don't feel. Oh no, that's not what I was looking for. He said Fasusi's the prize of this class. Just don't want to lose him, especially to Texas. I don't want to lose him either. I'm just telling you, if you lose him, it ain't the end of the damn world. No player is. Do you hate it because he's the face of the class right now? Yeah, you do. You do. In the end, no player, not one player, no single player makes or breaks anything.
No. When
he's never played it down for you. Come on. And I'm not telling you I don't want him. I hope they get him. And I damn sure don't want to see him go to either of the Texas schools. Either of them. It's irritating.
I think he'll stay, and if he stays, it's to be the best class that Bill's had.
It'll be definitely the best class he's had. Bill Bedenbaugh? Yeah, it will. If he leaves only and Hutton still stays, it'll still be pretty damn good. Still be pretty damn good. How paid? He got $2 million a year, Stephen G.
Yeah, he got a little extra change in his pocket.
$14 million. That's like a year and a half for his SEC coach.
Yeah, a couple of dollars in his extra pocket. That's it.
Well, yeah, Jesse, I get what you're saying. Jimmy's and Joe's always beat X's and O's. No. Well, you can say the X's and O's part, but it's really the Jimmy's and Joe's. You got to get the good ones and then you got to develop them.
Yeah.
Just because you're a 5-star don't mean shit. You still got to be the best guy. You got to get developed. You still got to go to work then. Because offensive line is the toughest one. That's the hardest. They get offensive linemen wrong more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Them and linebackers are tough.
And Jimmy, yes, whoever the OC is, I'm pretty sure he's going to have a quarterback that he wants to bring in. I'm pretty sure. Or there's one right here waiting on him that he can develop.
Yeah, my thought is, well, it sounds like O'Neill's coming, right? It sounds like that he's going to he's going to maybe be in this class.
Yeah.
The other part would be, I think that whoever the OC is probably going to get somebody. Whether if it's one of the two guys that are currently coordinators right now, chances are they're going to try to bring their guy with them, right?
Yeah.
And if not, if it was, say it were Dan Mullen, again, I don't think it's Dan Mullen. He's going to find somebody that he likes in the portal, or he could theoretically, like Big Bogue said, he's going to be that guy. Say, hey, I could fix him. Talking about, Jackson, but I don't think Jackson's staying. I just don't.
Everybody keep talking about that, man. I was telling them earlier. Look at his demeanor. Look at how he carries himself and everything. I didn't
love the way he acted after the Mizzou game. He was a little nonchalant for me.
If I caught the ball game,
get away.
Well, we was talking about that, Jason. We was talking about that with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. The first thing you do on first down is you run the ball to see if you can get 5, 6, 7 yards. To where now it's 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. Now the defense don't know if you're going to run or pass. If it's 1st and 10, it's pretty much a given. If there's much time left. And I think that he just don't understand. Throw the freaking ball away. Throw the ball away. Just throw it in the fucking stands. But what bothered me was you got a receiver out there waving his hands because he don't know the fucking play, and then you snap the ball, and then you run to that same side that the receiver was on, waving his hand, and then you lose the damn ball.
Yeah, I know.
So I mean, dude, look, man.
Sooner Cowboys, that may be the dumbest thing you've ever said.
What? I think development
This?
is overweight.
Might be the dumbest thing you've ever said, dude.
It's more about that. You gotta have development, man. You got to have development.
I mean, come on, man. Think about the three
You just
stars
gotta
that you
put the
know
right
that are
guy.
goats in this game. I mean, come on, man. And think about how many times you've seen a 5-star not turn into a damn thing. Yes, the hardest thing for coaches is to keep players grinding, especially ones they don't have talent. Now, it's not for the game ain't for everybody. And guess what? I don't care if you're a 5-star, you cannot simulate what they're gonna get at the somewhere like Oklahoma. You cannot simulate what they're about to go up against. You can't. You can't do it. Because guess what? Even if they like we talk about quit, Norman. We talk about Stoney and Jaden Jackson, right? They're playing a national schedule with IMG. But even those guys are the best, some of the best teams they play. They don't have anything like that. Great question on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it is. It's hard to do that. You have to develop these guys, though. You can't tell me that is an overrated thing. It's all on the competition you've gone up against. The bullshit. It's not from.
I know,
bro. You got to stop. Stop talking. I can't even do it with you, bro. I can't even do it. It's unbelievable to me that you would say things like that. It's just because you're pissed off and cranky right now. I already know you, but it's crazy that you would say shit like that.
I'm trying to find this damn thing.
I mean, you're down on. I know you're down on Bill Bedenbaugh right now. Really down on Bill Bedenbaugh right now. Think about the guys and what he has turned them into from where they were. Think about that for a second, and then tell me he's crap at what he does. It doesn't even make sense, Sooner Cowboys. Did they miss on the guys that are in the portal? Yes. Why? Probably because none of them were very good.
Probably not.
What does that mean? Why do I think the OU's really in the SEC? What does that mean? Money. And to compete with the best. I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's a secret. What are you trying to get at? Why don't you just say what you're trying to say? Hey, V.
Hey, you bring out the best in him, Jason.
He used to go by Ron Brown. Hey, what do I think about BV now? Same thing I did. Who is this?
I have no idea.
Is it? He used to say, "Oh, Fel B. Are you Fel BV from that other show?" Are you that guy, Fel BV? Yeah, I don't care about you, bro. You didn't have anything to say then. Yeah, we weren't willing to pay him. And look, hey, I think that I mean, you know, Chris Mason said the other night, and hey, man, not everybody's right about this stuff. I could be wrong about any of this shit. I can argue what I say, but when it comes to what Chris Mason said the other night, he was talking about, well, we should have ponied up and paid Jordan Seaton. Look at what he's done at CU, or we should have paid up, and I think maybe we would have done a better job with Lance Hurd than what they did at Tennessee. Maybe, but Lance Hurd didn't do shit at LSU either, and that's a hell of an offensive line school, right?
Yeah.
This isn't my channel, buddy.
No.
But I could probably make it happen if you're going to run your mouth.
That's on yours because I don't
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. I don't care what he's saying. This dude is a clown, by the way. But you know,
This is still
so far you
Sooner
haven't done
Legend.
anything silly.
It's just one of Sooner Legend guys.
Yeah, yeah.
He's still
Whenever I used to go on The Voice of College Football once a week, he would sit there and just. I used to think it might have been old Timmy Prangley. But I don't think it is.
Well, man, I'm gonna get him out here, man. I gotta get ready, take him outside to go use the bathroom. But thank you, man, for jumping in, man. Like I said,
Thanks
man,
for having me, man.
always.
I didn't want to keep you guys on later. That's why I didn't
Oh no, man.
jump in
Look,
there.
I'll try to always get about an hour and a half, 2 hours in, man. Give a good show, man, because we had a good one going on, man. But I think Mike's internet is really acting up and everything
I've
on
been
him.
having some issues with that lately. It's out there in the sticks, man.
Yeah. I told him, man, he gotta get some more quarters and everything, man, before we can get that internet up and going.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be on tomorrow? Tomorrow
In the morning, yes, sir. 8:30 Eastern time, 10:30 Eastern time, 9:30 Central,
Well,
right here it's on at HOF-CFP. You want to get kicked? Come on and see me over there, Mr.
Hey,
we'll just
I've
put you in
been
time
trying to kick him, man, but I
We like
can't.
to do that kind of stuff. We just like
I've been trying to kick him, but that's Legends. So I've been trying. It says I can't do nothing. So he would have been in timeout and kicked a long time ago, but I can't do it.
Yeah, he's a clown. He's been a clown.
But hey, I'll jump on tomorrow, man. Like I said, I just got to go do payroll. I'm just gonna be in the office all day, just feet kicked up, laying back.
Cool. Well, hey, yeah, I'll shoot you the link here in a little bit. I just got to make it, so I'll send it to you.
All right, big dog, man. Thank you, man, for jumping in, man. All right, guys, man. Horns down. I'll see y'all guys tomorrow, man. Have a wonderful night, man.